Alright guys, I promised you an unboxing, so zoom out a little. Hi, I promised you guys an unboxing, and here it is. This is the Revel B25J Mitchell. It's a 2-in-1 box. You don't get two planes, you get the option to build two different planes. Box art is done by Shepherd. This is from 1999. Beautiful box art. This is the B25J. This is one of them that you do get to build. This is the one I'm actually going to be going with, is the B25J, which means there's no side windows on the side, and there's various other small little differences between the B25J and the other one. What's in the box now? I have already tried to record this, but my SD card got corrupt, so fingers crossed this doesn't. First things first, I want to go over the decals, or decals, or stickers, or whatever you want to call them. They are incredibly thick, and I mean really thick. Like, holy, you can not only hear it but see the bump. They are incredibly thick. So yeah, that's a moment for me. So I'm probably going to be looking at getting some aftermarket decals. Instruction sheet. The instruction sheet, it's not in color, it's all black and white, unfortunately, but typical Revel. Very extensive parts and paint guide for a Revel kit, which is kind of weird for me. I mean, 3 whole pages of just parts and paint guide. Of course, there's the A-B combo. We are going to be doing the B25J, which means I'm going to have to be following the A build line, not the B. Of course, I will be doing this plane in flight, not on its wheels. So I'm going to have to be doing some scratch building for the undercarriage, because there is no aftermarket undercarriage I've found. There is an Edward engine detail kit, and an Edward more detailed cockpit that I'm probably going to be looking at getting. So this is a project that's going to be... I've been wanting to do this project for a number of years now. Ever since I moved here to the States, I've always wanted to do a B25 build and diorama. Now, the build and diorama of this plane is going to be an interesting one, because I grew up as a kid, I grew up watching World War II dogfights, and I actually saw this video footage. I can't find it online for some reason, but I remember it vividly, of a B-25, its tail gunners getting into a bit of a dogfight with a I think it was a Focke-Wulf or a BF-109. I can't remember. I think it was a 109. No, tell you what, it was a 0. Sorry. And so I went ahead and I've got a whole bunch of Axis planes. I've got me a 109, a Focke-Wulf 190, and a Japanese 0. And so I plan on doing a diorama of one of those 3 planes. I just haven't made up my mind which one yet. This is the B25J's paint scheme. 498th Big Island, New Guinea. So yeah, it's going to be Japanese, and if it's New Guinea, yeah, it's going to be Japanese, not German. And so yeah, that's what I've got planned for this one, guys. Her main color, so she's got signal light colors. Nice, amber, red, and green. You know what that means? Tamiya colors. Yeah. And so, yeah. The instructions are pretty lacking, but detailed enough to get you through. I did a close-up look. You can see the way the light reflects. You can actually see the ribbing that they put into it. Unfortunately, there is a couple of injector pin marks on the outside, which kind of pisses me off, because there's also injector pin marks in the center. So either it's that thin, or the injector pin mark was that strong in certain parts. Again, there's injector pin marks. Okay, this one's not too bad. Canopy. There is 2 separate canopies. There is 2 separate canopies because you get to build 2 separate planes. one of these sets you're not going to get to use, so you're going to have some spare canopies for your 40k stuff, or just to use for scratch building, things like that. I plan on actually using some of those extra canopies over there that you see here for a Star Wars model that I'm kit bashing. Fuselage. It has some okay detailing. I mean, you can see that the cabling and whatnot is all pressed in. Let me zoom in. This light's horrible. Let me turn on that. There we go. You can see that the it's raised panel lines, and I mean heavily raised panel lines. I mean, listen, heavily raised panel lines. So if you want to do your own panel lines with some strip styrene, yeah. Exterior is both raised and yeah, it's raised panel lines as well. So yeah, there's that. Wings are quite large for the kit. There's no way you can do a detailed engine, detailed engine bay or anything like that, as the wings are incredibly near. You know, there's no way you can do open panel lines and open panels, sorry, and add things like fuel lines, things of that nature. The wings did naturally sag, and they have molded that actually into the kit. As you can see, the wings did naturally sag. So that's one thing I am glad that they did mold in. Pilots. Now, again, I haven't bothered touching this one because it's the internal detail stuff. They've given you three crewmen. They've given you a gunner who appears to be sitting down, a commander who appears to be yelling at someone, and a ground officer. So I'm assuming they're forcing you to do the kit as if it's on the ground, not in flight, sadly. This is just a nitpicky thing, Revel, but I know you're never going to see this video, but if you ever do, can we please, pretty please, get an alternate cruise? That's all I want. I mean, if need to, I know there's several companies out there that sell aftermarket gun crews and stuff, because this is a very you spend so much time adding the ribbing and whatnot to the internals of the fuselage, and you don't expect us to put a crewman in there as well. You don't expect us to grab a couple of grain of wheat bulbs and put them inside so that they cast a small running light, so to say, internal running light, or anything like that. Now, I don't intend on adding any of the bombs. I have no intentions of adding any of the bombs. The bombs are not going to be in this plane. This plane has already gone, delivered its load, and is on its way home. He said load. Yeah, I said load. So, you know, this plane has gone ahead, done its dirty deeds, and she's on her way home. And so, yeah, that's the game plan. That's what I have in mind for this build. Is she's gone, she's come home, and she's on her way back, and a Japanese Zero has decided, you know, for the Emperor and all that stuff, and has decided to go for it. So I plan on doing the kit in flames, and one of the engines has been shot out, and I mean, as you can see on the box art, there's a Zero right there. So that kind of that made me just want to do it even more, you know. I did think about leaving the bull turret turnable, i.e. I'm not going to glue it down. I'm going to find a way, a scratch building, a mechanism or something that will allow me to turn the bull turret. But that seems too toyish, you know. so I'm just going to leave her as a static model. I may put a couple of Pager motors in the engines and have her, you know, and the Zero's engines spinning in flight. I'll probably put some inline resistors so that it doesn't happen like the Corsair when the motor overheats, or that the propeller overspins and shoots off. So it's going to be a fun build. They say it's a level 2 kit, but honestly, it's only a level 2 because of the size of the kit. If anything, it's probably a level 1. It's probably way too easy. I mean, I'm purposely looking to add stuff to make this kit even harder, but like getting aftermarket engine parts or aftermarket crew, aftermarket decals, stuff like that. That's what I am looking for this particular kit. I hope this video was fun for you. If it was, please give me a thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. I did promise you guys I would be giving you a model kit review, and well, here is said model kit review, guys. Sadly, it didn't come out Saturday. It came out Sunday. I do apologize for that. But here it is. It's the B25J Mitchell 2-in-1 kit from Rebel. It's 1/48 scale. It's one of my favorite aviation scales. I prefer 1/35th to 1/32nd tank and 1/48 plane. And I do have an Arizona model kit over there that is 1/426. So I plan on turning that into something quite funny. I'll go into more into that after the B25 and the Zero's built. So yeah, guys, I'll take care, and I will see you in the next one, my friends. Peace and love, and respect. Take care, and I'll see you guys on the far side. Bye bye.